Hello, Cooper, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you nice and clear, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great, thanks. What about you?
Yeah, I'm living the dream. I'm even better now I'm on the call with you. It's been like a week or so sending each other messages, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, cool. Well, I guess if you got the sort of next 30 to 45, maybe even more than that, free for the call.
Yeah, I should have that time.
Yeah, sweet. Well, typically, right, how these calls kind of go is I'll ask you a few questions similar to what I was asking you when we were sending messages, just to sort of see where you're at, see where you want to go, and whether or not what we have to offer is a good fit for you. Because I'll be honest, it's not a one size fits all kind of thing. And if it isn't a fit for you, I just hope I can point you in the right direction. How does that sound?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sweet.
Sweet. Well, I guess we'll just jump straight into it then. What actually made you want to book this call?
I'm sort of looking just for a new career path at the moment. Been came across what's his name? Fletcher. Came across Fletcher's content and just seeing that he's been making like 20K a month and has the ability to, I guess, have more free time to himself. And I think now he's like traveling at the moment even. So yeah, that's something that I've always wanted to do. I just want to, I guess, see a little bit more about it.
Mm, sure, yeah. What particularly like draws your interest to that though? Is it like the travel aspect or what?
Yeah, definitely just like the travel and just like more time freedom. And you just like, do whatever you can. And he just has to, I guess, work from his phone or his laptop or something like that. So yeah,
Mm.
like that's basically what caught my interest.
Yeah, sure. I guess that's something that you're unable to do at the moment. So what are you doing?
So I'm working as a teacher aide at the moment. I've been there for about like 4 months only. So it's just like started out fresh, but um, I just got back from the state. Like I was studying in America, in the States. So I was in I was in college there playing rugby, but like I left that just because I didn't really like it. So now I'm just working as a teacher aide.
Yeah, nice. I'll be completely honest with you. I did not know that they'd done rugby over in the States. I
Yeah, that's
had no idea.
growing.
But I guess was that something you always thought you were going to fall into, or
Playing rugby or playing
both? Like
university?
just planning on going over there to study and do rugby?
Yeah, so that's always been like I was a pretty big sports person. So it's something I've always wanted to do. I was studying sports management over there. I think it was in like my first year. So like yeah, it was I've always wanted to play rugby and I was being like a student athlete, so I was like training in the mornings, studying and then having classes and training also in the afternoon. So like that's sort of what my days did look like over there. But I think yeah, it was just the feeling of being away from home and I think just like also because I'm young, I didn't really feel like I didn't really want to start studying. Um so
Hmm.
yeah, that's why I sort of just like yeah, left it.
Yeah, I've got a friend who actually went over to the States to play football and study as
Mm.
well. He got a scholarship. Is that similar to what you had, or?
Yeah, I was on scholarship.
Yeah, nice. And how long did you spend there?
Or I was probably there for about not too long. Like I was only there for about a year. So like, yeah, 2 semesters.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was good while it lasted. It was definitely like a good experience, but obviously there was some ups and downs of just, yeah, being away from home and, just kind of missing out on everything.
Mm.
Yeah.
I guess that was probably something like you were trying to look for is like that independence, moving away from home or whatever. But then I'm gonna say you realized that you valued your home. You missed it.
Yeah, definitely.
What did you miss about home?
Having time with my family, just like my friends and everything, just sort of like I did make very good friends over there, on my rugby team because it was good. They were all internationals as well. So there was like, South Africans and a few English, Irish,
Sick.
um, which was good, but like, yeah, it was just that feeling like, being away from home, being away from like my friends, family, and like I was at the moment, it was just like I was just studying and I wasn't really the smartest. like not really book smart. But like even that was a bit harder for me.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, if you're not book smart, then you've told me you do a lot of sports, so you're probably pretty good at all of that.
Yeah, I hope so.
And you said you're not really book smart. Did you like with the teaching stuff? Did you use what you learned in America studying for the teacher aid stuff, or?
So, oh, sorry, it was a completely different thing. So I was studying sports management over in America, but then when I got back to Australia, I just I was pretty good like I'm good family friends with the principal at the school. So they're just like, yeah, we're looking for just like a male role model and just help out the kids and everything. So I just thought like, it's a full-time job. Might as well just get back into it, get like a fair bit of money up. So that's sort of, why I got into, I guess that.
Yeah, fair enough. Was that like a primary school thing or secondary school?
Yeah, primary school.
Yeah, cool. And that is that what you've been doing for how long have you been doing that?
Oh, about yeah, 4 or 5 months now, I think.
Four
Yeah.
months. Yeah, I remember you just said, yeah. And how's that been for you? I mean, you're looking for another career path, so
Yeah, oh, it's good. Like I've built pretty good connections with the kids, but like can get pretty stressful at sometimes.
mm. And is that something you want to do for much longer or?
Nah, no, definitely not. Like yeah, at the moment it's on a pretty rough spot. Yeah, it just keeps like going on like this. Like I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah.
Mm. Why do you not want to carry on for much longer?
Oh, it's just like feels like the hours would just go for so long. Like I remember when I was back in high school, even like being a student there, like days would feel like it would go on forever. Um, and now actually like teaching like with like the noise level and
Mm.
everything just being hectic throughout the day, like it just feels like it puts a lot of stress on you, I'd say.
Yeah. I guess you just said that you're teaching at the school you used to study at, so you've kind of gone full loop around. You've been there for a while.
Yeah, I've been in it for like 10 years where I
Mm.
live, so yeah, went to school here now I'm teaching.
Mm. And now it's completely different being a teacher compared to a student. And you
Yeah.
say it's kind of stressful. What kind of stress are you sort of going under?
Oh, just like most of the kids are just being like loud as and like I mean like mostly it's just like noise level and then obviously like with the work that I have to do, like I guess like workload, like sometimes I have to do like, markings and just like other stuff. But for me, like my job is personally just like teaching like little groups, but then also like it's like keeping them like behavioral. Like there's like a few behavioral kids in there. So um
That was me when I was in school.
yeah. Well there's a few kids like that where it's just like they just muck around and don't listen and like being a little bit older now, like at the time like it was like I was that person too, but like now just like a little bit older, it's just like little shits and everything. So like that's just like
Mhm.
what makes it stressful out.
Yeah, you know the saying, what goes around comes around. That's your karma.
Yeah, exactly.
But like you say you're marking and stuff as well. Is that like during your working hours? How often are you working?
Yeah, so I just work like normal school hours, so it's like 8:30 till 2 or so but 3. Yeah, 8:30 till 3. They're like, yeah, it's pretty short hours, but like I think I'm marking throughout the day. Just because I'm not in every classroom. I have that little few hours just to, get stuff done.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah.
I guess that's probably your only quiet time during your working hours when the kids aren't there. So you're working 35 hours a week roughly as a teaching aide, and
Hmm.
you don't really like it. You don't see yourself doing it much longer. And you're looking for other options, other career paths. Why this?
I just feel like the remote work that you can do. Like I feel like I've always had this thought, it's like you don't have to go to university or get a qualification or a trade to still be successful and stuff.
Mm.
I feel like that's what I sort of want to run by. And like yeah, when I saw there was people doing this sort of stuff, like they were able to, I guess, yeah, work their own hours, still travel and work from home and everything. I just felt like, that was like sort of a dream that I've always had.
Oh, nice. Same for me, to be fair. It's always been a dream of mine to work and travel, live a bit of a laptop lifestyle. How long has that been a dream for you?
Oh, it's like I can't really put a time on it. Like I wouldn't say like it's been like even like since I was a kid, like just always just traveling and just yeah, just doing stuff like working online and everything. But like I just haven't been able to, I guess, yeah, do it.
Mm. Something you've wanted to do since you were a kid. That's a long time thinking of your dreams. How does it
Mm.
feel not being able to do all of that at the moment then?
Yeah, it's pretty shit to like see other people do it, and you just don't really know how to, I guess, get started or like
Mm.
get into it and stuff. So I think that was just like a big problem that I was just having.
Yeah. That was a problem for me as well, starting out, is not having a clue where to start, who to
Mm.
speak to, and what to do. And I found that like just reaching out, like what you have done, is just a great stepping stone, especially with the online space, because you see everything as an outsider, but you have no idea what it's actually like to get there. And
Yeah,
there is quite a lot of sort of nuances to it. It's not as easy as people make it out to be. There is work required, of course, but as with anything, like you do your 35 hours a week, there's work required. And I'm
yeah,
a big believer that input determines output. So as long as you put in the hard work, you will be able to sort of get that laptop lifestyle and travel and whatnot. And you mentioned as well being successful without having to go to college or uni to get a degree. What does that kind of success look like for you?
well, purely just like working wherever I want, having my own hours, and just like traveling the world. Basically, like that's sort of what's like financial freedom, location freedom, time freedom. It's basically like yeah, just all of that. I'd feel like that's sort of what success looks like for me.
Yeah, I guess financial freedom, location freedom, and time freedom. If I asked someone else, it would be completely different to your idea of it. So, what's your idea of all of that?
Time freedom will obviously just be like having my own hours, working whenever I can, basically, you know, doing stuff that I want to do throughout the day. I guess location freedom was just, working wherever I want, having, working from my home, traveling, stuff like that. And then the financial freedom is just, bringing in a pretty decent amount of money. So like don't have to look on the price tag to, buy it and stuff.
Hmm, nice. And I guess having that financial freedom, not having to look at the price tag of stuff, what would that do for you compared to your situation now?
Oh, I feel like I'd be like, it would be like, I feel like I'd be up there. I'd be acting like, all like bougie and stuff. So like, that's the sort of lifestyle that, I've always wanted to live.
Yeah, and I guess that's something that's sort of missing right now then.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
What would you spend the money on?
Well, probably just like, you know, upgrading everything. Like, that could all just be the, I guess, like, booking, I guess, travel tickets or,
Hmm.
yeah, I do want to like help out my family a little bit as well. Like, even like, my community, but pretty much just setting me up for, what's down the road for me. I guess, coming into like older years, I do want to make sure that I'm in a comfortable situation if I do end up, having a family and stuff when I'm older. I do want to obviously, be the person that's, provides for him and everything.
For sure, for sure. We've actually got very similar values and goals. And I think it's good to put back into your family the effort that they put into you
Hmm.
and be able to sort of give back. Because I
Yeah.
see it as 20, well, I'm 22 years old, not sure about yourself, but 22 years. So I still get support from my family, even if it's just advice. 22 years of effort, consistent effort put into me. And I want to be able to
Yeah.
give back. So what exactly would you want to give back to your family?
Well, my parents have always wanted to go on like like when they retire, they just want to get like a van and just travel Australia. So even like doing that for them,
Hmm.
making them have like after they've retired, make them I guess live like a comfortable life and everything like that. So maybe booking a few places to go travel to, or yeah, just making them just live like I guess happily once they've retired. I think that's like that would be a good way to I guess probably give back to them and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I like to hear it. I love it when people talk about what they want to do, but not for themselves, for other
Mm.
people.
Yeah.
It's just such a great thing. It's really wholesome. I guess what would you sort of need to be able to like sustain that lifestyle for yourself and your parents?
Or um right, I feel like only like 10K a month I heard can put you like you can be able to do anything like that's like the minimum and stuff. So
Hmm.
maybe like something like that.
Yeah, that's like a good sort of that's definitely a good milestone to have to start with. You can go further than that, like even a year's time from now. Where do you see yourself?
Ooh. Or hopefully even like yeah, gradually on that. Maybe I don't know, like if a year and I'm earning 10K a month, I don't know, like hopefully I'd be doing pretty well, maybe. But like, even upward 20K or something like that. Not
Mm,
too sure. I know like yeah, Fletcher and that they're making that sort of money, like 20K a month at one point or something like that. So somewhere around there.
mm. Yeah, it's definitely achievable, and you definitely want to sort of use this as a vehicle, like remote sales, to actually get there.
Yeah, yeah, I don't really see anything else getting it.
Mm. I was going to ask, have you looked at anything else?
Nah, nah, I haven't.
Have you tried anything else in the past?
Nah, like I heard drop shipping, but I didn't really, yeah, I didn't go into that. Didn't look
Mm.
into it at all.
So I guess like these are all the things you want to do. Like you want to be able to hit 10K a month and you want to be able to travel around, give back to your family and make them feel valued because they've given that to you. But are
Mm.
you able to get that and achieve all of that doing what you're currently doing?
No, no, definitely not.
Mm. So I guess how badly do you sort of like want to be able to do that?
Oh, very bad. Like it's been an ongoing thing I've been a feeling for ages, I guess.
Hmm. How long?
Like I just feel like it's just always been like a sort of like a end life goal of mine.
Mm.
Like even just like yeah, even now thinking of it, it's just like my goal by like, you know, however how old I am, I don't want to be like this is the person I want to be and
Mm.
stuff.
Why did you set that as like an end life goal? Why not sooner?
It's because like it's just the man that I want to become, especially. And if I know that like I know a lot of people think that's like they don't have a they don't know what they want to actually become when they're older. Like they just think of just staying the exact same person. And I don't feel like I'm not that person yet. So
Mm.
that's who I want to be in the future.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess it kind of boils down to your values and what you value the most. And from what you've told me so far, it's family, having more time to yourself, to be able to, I don't know, spend time with family and travel, and to be able to live that sort of laptop lifestyle that you said you've, well, dreamt of since you can remember.
Mm.
Would you say that
Yeah,
that's what you value the most?
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Hmm. So I guess like how committed would you be if you were to sort of embark on this journey with sales?
Oh, like if it's the outcome that like I can get, then like definitely I'd be committed as.
Hmm. And at the moment, are you sort of in a position where you want to move away from your job instantly? Can you leave that, or are you planning on slowly moving away from that?
Well, like I guess like if I would have income coming in, then Like I'll definitely get out of it straight away, but I'd probably be like, yeah, easing out of it. I want
Hmm.
to be leaving at that point though.
Yeah, for sure. Like, there's not a lot of people that are in a position to be able to just quit their job, spend, I don't know, 4 to 6 months learning something new, starting from zero, and
Mm.
working their way up to sort of match that income. And by that time, what would you sort of need to replace your income?
Like to leave my job.
Yeah, to leave your job, replace your income so you can carry on living how you are, but with that
Uh,
flexibility.
I'd be earning like 4K a month, like currently earning.
Mm. And do you believe you'd be able to achieve that?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, I'd like to.
What makes you think that?
Well, I feel like if there's people my age making it's like double that or triple that, even like I'm
Mm.
pretty sure like why couldn't I do it? Even if it's just 4K.
Mm. And would you say that you're sort of dedicated and consistent with work outside of your sports?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Mm. Well, I guess it seems like this is something that you do want. And if you put in the effort and consistency, it would probably work out for you. I certainly believe that. But I guess what's holding you back at the moment, like you said earlier, is not really knowing what steps to take. So
Hmm.
if you want, I can give you just a sort of quick rundown of what it looks like with us, the onboarding process, and the sort of 4 to 6 month plan of what it would look like for you.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'd like to hear that.
Just checking the time. Got another 7 minutes. Right. So onboarding with us, it would look like straight away getting access to the knowledge, which is something this is you starting from zero, right? You don't know anything about sales at all, correct?
No, I don't know anything.
Yeah. So to start with, we don't want to confuse you, bombard you with information, which is why we have structured training. And you can go through all of that in your own time. There's about 3 to 10 minute long videos. Everything you need to know about the basics of sales and marketing. You can go through that in your own time, take notes, do what you need to do, just so you sort of feel comfortable getting into the space. And then there's something else that we offer, which is on the same platform where the training videos are. And we use a platform called School. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, yeah, I've heard like guy Alex Mosey, I think does it, something like that.
Yeah, that's it. The guy on Instagram and YouTube with the tank top and the cap.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So we use School, and on School is all of those training videos, like I mentioned, and there's also a community as well. So when you're on board, we'd surround you with people just like yourself who are working 9 to 5s, want to make change in their life, they want to hit those 10K a month goals, but they don't have any idea what they're doing. So we will surround you with those people, and we'll also surround you with other people that know what they're doing. People that have been in there for 6 months, 12 months, and also people that have been there for 5 years. And the people that have been there for 5 years and even more are the mentors. Now, these are the guys that will show you what to do. If you've got any questions about the training and the knowledge provided, then you can go straight to them asking questions. How does that sound?
Okay. Yeah, yeah, that sounds great.
So I guess it would be sort of similar to the environment that you've been in for the last I guess I'm not sure when you started school, but I'm going to say around 10 years.
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
would it would be something very familiar to you. It would be basically going back to school. No pun intended with the platform being called school as well, but it is school. You're going to be there, you're going to be learning, you're going to be learning the basics, you're going to be asking questions, and you're going to be surrounded by other people as well that are in the same position as you.
Yeah.
And what we also do is 15 15 coaching calls a week. That's 3 times a day, 5 days a week. I'm
Okay.
not sure if you've done any shopping elsewhere, but there's not many people that offer that many coaching calls.
Nah, I haven't really, yeah, heard of that.
And if you've got any questions from the training that you go through, you can ask on those coaching calls whatever you want. And this is a place where we don't want you to feel embarrassed. We don't want you to feel like an idiot. We don't want you to feel like there's stupid questions that you have because there's no such thing as a stupid question. And if you walk in there with the mindset that you're the dumbest person in the room and you ask the most questions, then you'll get the answers that you're looking for from that knowledge that the experienced mentors have.
Mm.
How does that sound?
Yeah, yeah, that sounds awesome.
What do you think from what I've said so far? What do you think would be the most beneficial to you?
I definitely feel like those coaching calls, I reckon that'd be, yeah,
Mhm.
that'd be great to like, yeah, jump on those and stuff. Are they, well, what time are they on or?
So you said you were on your application in Darwin, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So for you, the sales call would be at 9:30 Tuesday through till Saturday,
okay,
and they are 1 hour long sessions for sales. Marketing and sorry, content is directly after that for
yeah,
another hour. And then there's a group role play session. Have you heard of a role play before?
nah, no, I haven't.
So what happens in the role play sessions is you'll pick a partner, be you and someone else. One takes the role of a closer, one takes the role of a prospect. This is the person taking the call, and this is the person that wants the help. And you'll pretend to have XYZ problem, and the closer will pretend to, well, not pretend, they will be asking questions and honing in their skills. Everything that they've learnt in the training, they're going to be applying it in the role plays. And they're going to be asking questions. And the whole community, I say the whole community, there's about 5 to 10, maybe 15 people that regularly show up. They're going to be in there as well, and they're going to be giving you feedback. You're going to be giving them feedback. It's all going to be a group sort of thing.
Hmm.
But let's say whilst you're still working at school, you're not going to be able to have the time to attend those, which is why we record the sessions.
Okay, perfect.
So once you get back from work, you'll be able to watch over those in your own time. And again, if you've got any questions, you can always reach out to the mentors or
Hmm.
write yourself a post on school asking the community. So does that sort of clarify what role plays are?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, they do.
And yeah, like I said, it will be during your working hours. So with the role plays, if you can't get on the sessions, write on school that you need to find a role play partner. And there's, I guess, some live numbers at the moment. There is 398 people that you can
Okay,
ask and say, look, I'd like a role play partner. You can ask what you want to work on. They'll say what they want to work on, and you can go from there. I think this can.
yeah,
I've got 2.5 minutes left, and you can go from there. So I have just dumped a lot of information on you, but that's kind of what it looks like within the first month, let's say. Have you got any questions so far? That's a lot of information for you to take.
yeah. Nah, no, I don't think I'd have any. I think other questions. Like probably the next one would be like, yeah, what's the next process like of, I guess, getting into it at all?
But before we move on to that, I'm just going to ask you, why do you think the coaching calls would be the most beneficial to you?
I just feel like just being like I feel like I learn the most of like one-on-one, or like not one-on-one, but like, face-to-face teaching and stuff, just basically, getting my hands on everything. I'm more like the physical side of stuff. So I think, yeah, I guess that's probably why it would be most beneficial.
So the sort of live interactive aspect with like
Yeah.
yourself and the other members.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. And how do you think you would sort of get on with training, going through that in your own time?
Yeah, I feel like I'd be definitely putting down a few hours to go through that training portal
Hmm.
and stuff. Basically, just getting all the knowledge I can.
Yeah. I guess then what sort of time can you allocate to this?
Well, I finished work at like 2:30.
Hmm.
So like I definitely putting down like a few hours before training in the afternoon. And then obviously some at night as well.
So just for a rough sort of number, how many hours per week do you think?
Oh, and how many we like is like probably like over like I would definitely over 21 hours a week.
Oh well, that's yeah. You'll definitely be able to make that work with that amount of time for sure. There's guys that work FIFO. You know what FIFO is, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're working 3 weeks of the month. They get an hour a day spare, and that hour is so precious to them. They try and cram in as much as they can. And
yeah,
I'll be completely honest, they're the people that you see the results from because that time is so precious.
yeah.
So yeah, you definitely be able to make that work. And we got less than a minute.
Uh,
As you just asked a minute ago as well, that you would like to sort of see what happens next after that 1 month period. So I'll give you a quick run through of what that looks like. But before I do that, with that 20, around 20 hours a week that you could put into this, how dedicated would you be to putting all that time in?
oh, very dedicated. If I know like what the potential outcome is,
Mm,
like I want to be working as basically hard as I can to go get it.
mm. And I guess you put in the hard work, you do everything that's required, but what if this isn't an option for you?
If this is an option, like I'd probably have to yeah, go back to working. I can teach right again. Probably
Mm. 'Cause I do want to emphasize that it does require work from your end. I'm not saying it's going to be hard. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. But what I am saying is that you need to put in the effort, consistency, whatever it takes to do what you need to do to get there.
yeah.
So if you think that's something that you can do, I'll jump into what it looks like after that 1 month period.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Cool. So let's say you're 1 month in. You're still at work. You've got something to look forward to in the evenings. You've gone through all the training. You've watched all the videos. You're getting to know the community, attending some of the role play sessions, maybe the one on a Saturday, and you're starting to hone in your skills a little bit. This is
Mm.
when you start to ask for role play partners so you can apply those skills and hone them in. So the 1 month period is going to be like it's going to be for role plays and for applying your skills. Now, what we do with the role plays is record them. So we'll get the mentors to ask you and make sure and put you in your place and make sure that you start recording your role plays and posting them in the community on school. So you
Yeah.
can get the feedback that you need from the mentors, from the community, from the people that are experienced, and also you can just show people your progress. So it's fully inclusive. There's all ranges from people that are starting, people that are experienced. They're going to be interacting with you whilst you're doing those role plays.
Mhm.
And you'll probably be doing that for around the 1 to 2 month mark until you sort of hone in those skills and you're starting to get good at what you've learned. And yeah, again, the only way by getting good at that is by putting in the effort, putting in the consistency and the time required for that. Because what I've said so far is kind of like a blueprint to get
Mm.
you to where you want to go. But again, it's down to you. And once you've started to get a few of those role plays out, let's say 4 months in, you're at a decent level now, and at the end of the day, you're going to be doing this so you can learn the skills required, so you can get yourself a role, and you
Yeah.
can start earning money to replace that 4K a month. And we're not going to be able to do that unless you're receiving commissions. So what we'll do is we'll help you, teach you the skills required so you can land a role. And landing a role would look like reaching out to whatever business or influencer you wish to work with. Or if we see that you're putting in a lot of hard work consistently and you're improving and implementing what you've learned within ABC, we will reach out to you, commend you for your efforts, and give you a little bit more of a personal one-on-one mentorship where we can, again, hone in those skills and make you 1% better every day. Because we've seen that
Okay.
you can do the work. We've seen that you can put in the consistency required. And we've got a sales agency ourselves. So if you wanted to, I mean, this is not guaranteed at all because it really depends on you. But
Hmm.
the offers are there, and if you put in the hard work, it's up for grabs. But you have to show that you're hungry for it.
Yeah. Okay.
So, are you with me so far?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got everything.
Have you got any questions?
Nah, no, nothing. That all sounds hectic. Yeah, sick.
What about what about after that 4 month period when you've landed a role and you've replaced your income?
Like, oh, when I do that, well, if I can do that, I reckon that's gonna be basically almost reach my goal, pretty much. Like, just
Mm,
get out of my job and already starting to work like a laptop life.
mm. I guess the entrepreneurial sort of mindset is not if I can do it, it's when I can do it.
Hmm.
So when you do that, what's next? Will you be happy with 4K a month living laptop lifestyle for the rest of your life?
Oh, definitely not just 4K a month. Like, obviously been talking about, the type of person I do want to become. But like obviously like at that point, I guess in that 4 month mark, I'd start to travel and like yeah, like work from a laptop and just probably just enjoy the little things really for the time being.
Hmm, for sure. And would you consider taking that further?
Oh yeah, yeah, 100%.
Hmm. And I would be working towards a sort of like 10, 15K months. Hmm.
Yeah.
And that's where we're able to sort of tailor something specific to you as well. Like I said, we can give you more of that one-on-one intimate mentorship, which would help you out, help you surpass that 4K a month and start getting to 10 to 15K. And then if you wanted it, even higher again, because this is something that is scalable. You're learning
Mhm.
skills, you're learning communication, human relations, so you can be an asset, be something of value where people will want you and they're happy to pay that price.
Mhm.
So we can help you do that as well.
Yeah.
I guess given what I've said so far, does this sound like something that would be of use to you?
Oh, 100%. Definitely.
Why?
Just like basically just everything like it feels like what you've basically told me. I feel like I can believe I can go hit, my goals, my aspirations and stuff. So, and yeah, I do really want to do it. Um, so
Mm,
yeah, it all just sounds awesome so far. Like just blown my head.
mm. So you say this is something that you really want to do, and you don't want to carry on doing what you are doing. So I guess how sort of desperate are you to make that change?
I'd say pretty desperate. Like I don't want to be working this. I don't want to be working a job, like a 9 to 5 job for
Mm,
the rest of my life. And like I said, I do want to start traveling and go start working towards my goals because I feel like when you're in your early 20s, now's the time to start, I guess, taking risk and start planning for the future instead of actually going out and stuff.
mm.
Um, so yeah,
You say taking risk. Do you think this would be a risk?
I feel like it would be a risk. Yeah,
Why do you think that?
I feel like just going into something new, I guess into like the online space as well. I know like I'm not I know a lot of people don't do it, or like I haven't like I know a fair few people, but I just haven't seen it. And I know they're like I guess I'm just sort of used to everything or everyone being, I guess, working and stuff and not
Mm,
really looking at the online space. So I feel like, especially me and, the people that I'm surrounded by, it'd be sort of like something someone wouldn't do, like as usual on a daily basis. That
for
makes
sure.
sense.
That definitely makes sense. That's actually something that I've experienced myself because it's not a traditional sort of job, is it? It's
Yeah.
not doing 40 hours a week at a 9 to 5 job. Yeah, you'll be putting in similar amounts of time, but it's completely different. And you're going to
Mm,
be traveling, you're going to be doing that, you're going to be able to provide back to your family. And ultimately, it's going to make you happy because from
mm,
what you've said so far, that's currently something that's lacking. All of those things that I've mentioned.
yeah.
But besides that, other people and their opinions, what would be stopping you other than other people's opinions?
Um, I don't know. I feel like that would probably be the biggest one at the moment. Like I feel like I'd just be I do care about a lot of people's opinions, to be honest, like I'm that type of person.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, I feel like that'd be the only thing sort of holding me back if I
mm.
was to like make a change.
No, I completely get that. I faced, yeah, again, I faced the same sort of problems when I first started, and I still do, to be honest with you. People don't really believe in what I do. People don't
Mm,
believe that I make money working from my laptop online, but the proof's in the pudding. And I pay the bills, so it's definitely a livable, achievable lifestyle. But it's
mm.
just putting in the effort, putting in the consistency required, and believing in yourself. So, do you believe in yourself?
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Do you believe that in that sort of 4 to 6 month period, and I say 4 to 6 months because it really does depend on who you are and how you learn. I'm not
Mm.
saying that it's going to be more than 6 months. I'm not going to say it's going to be less than 4 months. Depends who you are. But do you believe if you set yourself a goal that you'll be able to achieve it within that time frame?
Yeah, because if I work hard towards it, then definitely, like it's definitely achievable.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I guess where do you sort of want to take this from here then? Because what I've said and what I've given to you, um, we would I think we would be able to help you out for sure.
Mm.
Happy to
Yeah,
happy to give you a spot within ABC, but it's up to you.
yeah. I just feel like, yeah, like what's the next day? You said like onboarding process and stuff. I just like, what's that sort of like?
Well, onboarding we can do today. I can get you the access to the knowledge, and you can go home. Well, you're probably home now. You can go home and look at all of these videos, start learning the basics of sales, start implementing what you learn. You can do all of that right away. I can do that after this call. But to get access to all of that, lifetime access, 15 coaching calls a day, it does boil down to a one-time investment of 6,000 US dollars.
Okay. Wow. I didn't expect that much. Is that okay? You said so. You said lifetime. Is that so? Like for forever?
Forever. We want to give you the tools that you need to get to where you want to go. And once you're there, we want to help you as much as we can.
Okay. Wow. Um. Uh. It sounds like a fair bit, like $6,000. Yeah. Like I know. Well, that be like in Australian. I do know what it is.
It's around 10K Aussie.
Okay. Um. Is it alright if I just maybe get back to like, are you able to like book in another call so I can maybe think about it? Like just looking over the money and stuff. Can we
Yeah,
do that or?
we can certainly do that for sure. I don't want to feel like make you feel like you're pressured right now. That's the last thing I want. This is just me offering something to you. But I guess price aside, what would you have to sort of think about? Just so I know what's kind of going through your mind at the moment.
Um, I purely just like, I feel like it is like a fair bit of money, like 10K a month. Not sorry, not 10K, but like 10K. Like just straight off the spot. Feel like yeah, I just wanna sort of like just jot down some notes and just calculate some stuff, just about like it's if
Yeah, for sure. That's completely understandable. Are you in a position to actually be able to do that?
yeah, yeah, definitely do.
Okay. And I mean, I have already asked this, but do you believe that you would be capable of hitting those 10K months later down the line after you've hit 4K?
I do. I do definitely.
And I can let you go, or we can schedule in another call. But for argument's sake, let's say you don't decide to do this, and you have to carry on doing your job. You're not able
Mhm.
to travel and live that laptop lifestyle that you've had dreams of doing for I don't know how many years. How's that going to feel for you?
Um, it isn't gonna feel good at all. Like, like I know it's just gonna be back working stressful days, stressful hours, dealing with these kids and stuff. So yeah, I reckon it's just gonna be the exact same feeling that's been going on.
Hmm. Is that something you're willing to settle for?
No, nah, I don't want to be there anytime soon.
Why not?
Just the stressful, like stressing that I don't like. I know it's not gonna get me anywhere to, I guess, my goals and stuff. So yeah,
Hmm. That's completely understandable. If I was in your shoes and that I don't like noise myself, it would do me crazy. Like, is it sort of like does it get bad for you?
yeah, it can get pretty noisy.
Does it like do you take that home with you as well, or do you sort of switch off?
Nah, I switch off.
Fair enough. And like even in the evenings as well, like it, your day at work. You're saying it's stressful, but you can switch off in the evenings. What's it like going back to work the next day?
Feels like I just have like I'm back at it again. Like especially like when I wake up first thing, I'm just like, yeah, like I don't want to go to work.
Mm,
It's like not keen and stuff. But yeah, like that's literally what it feels like in the mornings for me at the moment.
mm. Like a never-ending sort of cycle, because I can imagine there's no time soon that the kids are gonna change who they are and stop being noisy.
Yeah, exactly.
So if this is something that you do want and you don't want to settle for that, guess what do you want to do moving forward?
Um, I do want to get into it. I do. Like take
And
um
the reason for the one-time investment up front is it shows a level of commitment from you to us that you are willing to do this. You are willing to do what it takes. You'll put in the hard work required. Yes, for most people, you don't get that number dropped on you on a call every day. But
hmm,
from these calls, these are the moments when people do change their life. There's a saying or quote I like, and it is success is a decision away. And it really is. Because the minute you choose that you want something and you get an obsession for it and you just go for it, that is really when you see change. That is when you'll see the results. And that is when those thoughts, those ideas of traveling around and being able to provide for your family. That's when it all starts becoming a reality.
Hmm.
But it all stems from the decision.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Um, yeah. Well, if you say it like that, oh, if you don't mind me asking, how long has it taken people to like I guess pay it off? Like pay off like the 10K and stuff? Like is it pretty easy to pay off? Like
Do you mean like how long before you're able to like save up 10K again? So I'm just a bit
yeah,
confused.
like from like this, how long has it taken people to like make that 10K again?
Oh, well, you've seen Fletcher.
Yeah.
Have you seen Asher?
I think I've seen them around, yeah.
Hmm. And there's, I'm not going to list everyone's names, but those two guys have not even been doing this a year.
Okay.
Has it been easy for them? No. Has it been the most difficult thing in the world? No. But did they show up every day, learn, implement what they've learned, and produce results in a very short time frame? Yes, of course they fucking did. The proof is in the pudding. If you put in the hard work, you will see the results. As I do want to emphasize as much as I can, it boils down to you and how much effort you can put in. I can't guarantee, or ABC can't guarantee your success. But what we can guarantee is if you put in the hard work and follow the blueprint, do what you need to do, follow the steps required, you will get there.
Okay.
It might be 6 months, it might be 12 months. Like I said, it varies between people, but it's how much effort you're willing to put in. That
Hmm.
really determines when you can replace that 10K.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I reckon I think I'll do it. I think I want to get in.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to do that for you. We'll so I'll get a pay portal sent across to you. You just put in your card details there and I'll let you know if it's gone through or not. And also this will probably take around 30 minutes for me to just get you onboarded. Um I'll I'll share my screen so you can see what I'm doing, what the platform looks like. Um you'll get a link, you'll get access to school, access to the platform. I'll introduce you to the community. I'll welcome you on board and I'll definitely keep in touch with you and we'll reschedule a call as well for in like a couple of weeks' time just to see how you're going, what you're up to, where you want to go with it. Um, and yeah, if you do have any questions at all, my phone is you've got me on Instagram, so I'm just a message away, and also on school as well. I'm just a message away, so I'm more than happy to help you out with anything whatsoever because I
Okay.
genuinely do like helping people. I like showing people how they can do things better and how they can improve themselves.
Hmm. That's sweet.
So yeah, I guess have a look on that link and send me some fucking money, bitch.